Ang bansang Iran pala ngayon ayun, inulan ng bomba. Inulan sila ng bomba ng Amerika at Israel. Matindi to. Talagang kawawang-kawawa na ang Israel nito. Ewan ko ba't di pa sumusuko to, no? Matindi. At isa, ang Russia, mismo ang Russia, ang pinakamalakas na pwersa ng militar sa buong daigdig, takot din sa Amerika. At isa pa, ang mga Iranian military takbuhan ng binomba ng Israel Air Force. Ito ang ating bibigyan ng ngayon reaction video Ngayon, kung bago ka pa lang sa aking channel mga guys please paki-subscribe. Paki-subscribe and like naman sa ating YouTube channel bago tayo mag-umpisa. Also, paki-subscribe din kay Good News Philippines. Okay, so umpisa na natin.
Israel, isa-isa namang tinugis ang mga sundalo ng Iran. Makita sa video na nagtakbuhan ang mga miyembro ng Iran Revolutionary Guard Corps upang makaiwas sa Israel airstrike. Pero dahil sa mabilis at lawak na kayang tamaan ng mga bomba na inihulog ng eroplano ng Israel, tinamaan pa rin sila. Ayon naman sa kuhang video, makikita ang pag-ulan ng mga missiles o bomba na inihulog ng mga eroplano mandirigma ng US at Israel upang i-neutralize ang mga target sa Iran.
Ang titindi niyan, mga pinapakawalan ng Israel at Amerika, no? Mga bomba, no? Talagang hindi na talaga natakot tong mga Iranian military. Talagang kung makikita niyo yung bansa nila, no? Yung syudad nila, no? Pulbos na Pulbos na talaga. Grabe, no? Bakit di pa sumuko? Bakit hindi pa sumusuko?
Ipinakita naman ng US Central Command ang patuloy na pagwasak ng puwersa ng Amerika sa mga surface-to-air missile system ng Iran military. Kinumpirma naman ng source ng Iran ay wala ng kapasidad na makagawa ng karagdagang ballistic missile dahil halos lahat ng mga pasilidad ng Iran military ay winasak na ng Israel at Amerika sa airstrike. Dati kayang gumawa ng Iran ng 100 ballistic missile sa isang buwan lamang. Pero ngayon, simula ng sumiklab ang digmaan, kinumpirma ng Israel intelligence na wala ng bagong gawang ballistic missile ang Iran military. Old but gold.
Ayan tignan nyo naman Sa ngayon ilang linggo na naglalabanan ang ilang linggo ng digmaan ng Amerika at Iran Israel Ayan wala nang kapabilidad na gumawa ng ballistic missile ang Iran. Tingnan natin kung anong sa susunod na araw. Tingnan natin kung makapaglunsad pa sila ng mga missile attack sa Amerika at Israel.
SIRAM o Counter-Rocket Artillery and Mortar Air Defense System tuloy ang operasyon at pagdepensa nito sa embahada ng Amerika sa Iraq. Attack drone na inilunsad ng mga kalaban sa US Embassy sa Erbil sa Iraq matagumpay na pinabagsak ng SIRAM. Kaya nitong pumutok ng 4,500 rounds per minute upang wasakin ang mga target.
تعال مجر لحظة شنو هاي شنو هاي طير
Kinumpirma ni President Trump na ang mga missile at drone na inilunsad ng Iran laban sa Qatar, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Bahrain at Kuwait at iba pang mga kalapit na bansa ito ay matagal na inihanda ng Iran. Kinumpirma din ni President Trump na hindi takot ang Russia sa mga bansa sa Europa, ngunit takot lamang ito sa bansang Amerika. Ito ang isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit hanggang sa ngayon ang Russia at China ay pinapanood lang ang pagsalakay ng Israel at Amerika sa Iran. Walang bansa ni isa sa BRICS ang handang tumulong sa Iran.
You can ask Putin. Putin fears us.
Yes. Takot naman talaga yan eh. Takot naman talaga yan Russia at saka China. No? Lalo itong China, no? Hanggang forma lang naman yan eh. Hanggang pambubuli lang ng kaya niyan eh. Ang kaya lang yan yung mga malilit na bansa. At ang Russia, dati nang natalo ng Amerika yan eh. Noong World War II eh, ang Russia. So, paano pa sila lalaban sa Amerika niyan? Di urong ang bayag ni Putin.
He doesn't fear. He has no fear of Europe whatsoever. He fears the United States of America and the military that was built by me in the first term. Yeah.
US Central Command, kinumpirma sa bagong update ng Operasyong Epic Fury, 100 barko na ng Iran Navy ang kanilang winasak at pinalubog.
I want to remember and honor our fallen warriors who made the ultimate sacrifice in the KC-135 refueling aircraft incident last week. We hold their memories and their families, their friends and their teammates in our prayers. Their selfless service and dedication hardens our resolve. For 16 days, we've delivered overwhelming firepower deep into Iran. This past Friday, U.S. forces executed a large-scale precision strike on Karg Island, destroying more than 90 Iranian military targets, including storage bunkers for naval mines and missiles and other military infrastructure. To date, our Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps aviators have collectively flown more than 6,000 combat flights, demonstrating the unmatched capability of America's joint force as we maintain air superiority over Iranian skies. Iran's ballistic missiles, drones, and naval threats. It's one thing to defend by striking launchers and intercepting missiles and drones, but it's another thing to eliminate the wider manufacturing apparatus behind them. And we are doing that today. We've talked about it in concept. Here's what it looks like in reality. Let me show you, for the first time, a few examples of how we are dismantling Iran's defense industrial base, which will prevent threats to the region into the future. Here you see a photo from March 1st of a naval drone storage facility located near the Strait of Hormuz. This is the same location 8 days later, completely destroyed. Next, here's a photo taken of an attack drone production factory in Tehran on March 5th. Here's that same factory 6 days later after a devastating barrage of U.S. airstrikes. And finally, the Yazdi military depot, pictured here last month. These 8 buildings are part of the IRGC's missile command infrastructure and are used to produce light and heavyweight torpedoes. Now, here's that same military depot just last week, or what's left of it. U.S. and partner strikes are doing exactly what they are intended to do, deliver on very clear military objectives to eliminate Iran's ability to project power against Americans and against its neighbors. We're also zeroed in on dismantling Iran's decades-old threat to the free flow of commerce through the Strait of Hormuz. Through a combination of air, land, and maritime capabilities, we have successfully destroyed over 100 Iranian naval vessels, and we aren't done. We will continue to rapidly deplete Iran's ability to threaten freedom of navigation in and around the Strait of Hormuz. Our progress remains steady and we remain vigilant. Over the last 2 weeks, they have launched attacks on Oman, Saudi Arabia, Israel, Jordan, Cyprus, Turkey, Azerbaijan, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Iraq, Kuwait, and Bahrain. In each of these countries, they are deliberately attacking innocent civilians. They've done this more than 300 times, which demonstrates their true nature as a global leader of terror. In just the last few days, the Iranian regime launched a reckless attack against civilian neighborhoods in Tel Aviv with cluster bombs, an inherently indiscriminate type of munition. We join countries across the region in condemning this aggression, and we stand shoulder to shoulder with our partners in bolstering our own defenses. In sum, I will reinforce what I've said before. Iran's capabilities are declining as our capabilities and advantages continue to build. And finally, I'd like to talk about the extraordinary 50,000 Americans who are deployed across the region executing this vital mission. It's long been my belief that every success we have begins and ends with our people. And today I'd like to recognize our unsung heroes, the sustainers enabling America's joint force to unleash this devastating firepower 24/7. To be clear, there's no other military on earth that does logistics like the U.S. military, and our team is at the top of their game today. They're managing distribution networks that span thousands of miles to ensure that munitions, fuel, and supplies reach warfighters on the front line on time, every time. To all our sustainers and logisticians, thank you and keep up the great work. And to the entire Operation Epic Fury team, keep pushing, remain steady, fight to win. Thanks so much and Godspeed.